Hours after Finesse2tymes had fans scratching their heads, wondering what was going on after he revealed on an Instagram live that King ran away from his care because he wanted more freedom than Finesse was willing to allow. FNG Lil King came out to speak his truth and girl. Not only did he leave some strong words for his dad, warning him to stop spreading lies and keep his name out of his mouth or risk never seeing him, but he also made it clear that he ain't scared of him and his threats, as he was ready to live life like a normal kid. So for those who may have not clocked onto this tea, grab a seat and let me fill you in. So Finesse2tymes shocked the internet when he went live on his Instagram to reveal that his son FNG Lil King was no longer in his custody as he left home because he wanted way more freedom than he was getting. Finesse2tymes then revealed that if anyone saw him with a gun throwing dice, they should not blame him because he had nothing to do with it as he acted on his own.
King ran away from me. King ran away from me with a stranger because I wouldn't give him no money no more. Because I wasn't taking him to games no more. I wasn't taking him to clubs no more. King wanted that. That's what King want to do. If it's King, it's f***ed up to say this, but King is loyal to money. So if you see King, you see King shoot, you see King in the club, you see King doing grown people, he not with me.
People weren't exactly buying Finesse2tymes' excuse, especially since FNG is just 11 years old, barely out of elementary school, and has been dragged into situations way too grown for someone who isn't even a teenager yet. But hold up, FNG wasn't about to let Finesse spin the story his way. The young star hopped on Instagram Live and spilled the tea, revealing he packed his bags and moved out because the life he was being exposed to was straight up dangerous for a kid his age. He said he had to get out for his safety. FNG Lil King spilled the tea on how Finesse2tymes was abusive towards him, how he was a conniving figure who gave him drugs, used tote guns around him, and smoked with him, so he left when he saw these things were going to ruin his life.
Yeah, because he didn't buy me no designer clothes. He didn't even buy me no designer clothes like that. Had to actually like beg him type shit. Bro, only time he bought me like designer clothes, like, hey, whenever you gonna get some for my video shoot, whenever we going to a show, like he didn't care how I dressed it when I went to shows, like stuff like that, man. And man, I'm just trying to address this to y'all, man. He's a conniving person, and it's paperwork that he tried to say he gave my grandma $10,000 and bought me a $40,000 watch and a $100,000 chain. He was smoking with me, giving me drugs, man. He tote guns around him. They don't supposed to have guns around him. Sugar, she be having guns.
Now, if we are being real, exposing an 11-year-old to this life is crazy, and the chances of it becoming his reality in a few years are very high. Also, I think I believe every word from FNG Lil King because the last few months have been nothing but wild, and fans have questioned Finesse2tymes' parenting skills more than once. The internet went wild when videos of FNG Lil King's flexing and throwing money in the club, alongside celebrities like Lil Baby on his 11th birthday. And yeah, an 11-year-old is just a child and has no business being in the club. That's not all, cause we saw him take FNG Lil King to a dice game, and we all know how heated up dice games can be, as it has resulted in the death of a popular rapper. Finesse2tymes posted this video of him throwing dice with Meek Mill and some of his entourage, and y'all, this screams bad parenting.
Go crazy, King.
25. 6 lady.
0.6. 0.6. Pick up. 0.6. 0.6. It was 6. It was 6. It was 6.
Meek also posted this photo on his Instagram saying, Finesse2tymes' son hit me for abandoned dice and said I used to pray for times like this, he gonna be a problem. The video of FNG Lil King throwing dice caused massive outrage on the internet, and fans had to call CPS on Finesse2tymes because even though he is grooming him to be a rapper, some lines are not supposed to be crossed as he was just 11. However, nobody knew what went down. CPS knocked on his door, and days later he posted this video on his Instagram showing people that the Texas Department of Child Protective Services deemed him fit to continue raising FNG King.
Rude out, man. You can call me anything you want to. Anything you want to, you can call me that. But you ain't gonna say nothing about my parenting skills, man. You ain't gonna do me like that. You know what I'm saying? So for all the naysayers that's got something to say about how I'm raising King, how I'm doing King, and they came through, they did everything they needed to do. They questioned him. They were telling me he was smoking, they drug tested him. They did everything that you could possibly do to me, to bring me down. You see what I'm saying? Like, when is it gonna end? This shit gotta stop. Hey, King, I got you, my boy. This shit ain't gonna never go down like they wanted to go down. I ain't gonna never let you go back to this shit, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna carry you like you man, my nigga. Rude out, man. So y'all can quit putting them bullshit.
But then FNG Lil King didn't just stop at exposing Finesse2tymes for trying to destroy his childhood and ruin him. He posted a video of his conversation with Finesse2tymes, where he was telling FNG Lil King to come back home if he was ready to become a child.
Wow, man, a 40-year-old man texting me like this.
Upload these videos and you saying, hustle jewelry and his wife and shit, moisture like diamonds and shit. Yeah, you ain't know we had videos too. We got videos of you too. So you can get ready. Y'all finna go up. Y'all finna go back to Now Memphis for bullshit. Finna go upload these videos of you saying, you talking about hustle.
40.
Now, a lot of fans felt he went too far in exposing Finesse2tymes' phone number because these rappers have many ops that are always on the lookout for them. Also, fans had their fingers crossed, anticipating what was if FNG Lil King was gonna bow to pressure, move back to his stepdad, and continue living the life of a celebrity, or stand his ground and live life on his terms because he looked like he knew what he wanted for his future. But FNG Lil King didn't disappoint fans because according to inside sources, he sent strong words to Finesse2tymes, telling him he was no longer interested in the project to change his image into some sort of hard-looking kid. But that wasn't. All because FNG Lil King told him his threats would work as Finesse2tymes threatened him earlier that if he didn't come back and he was seen walking around, he would be snatched. Now, if we are being real, sending threats to an 11-year-old boy is not only crazy, it is wild. I also applaud FNG Lil King for quickly identifying that his life was derailing and the kind of life he was being introduced and groomed into was not only sustainable, he would make a lot of enemies, which may untimely lead to him being unalive, like every other rapper that did that sort of music. Also, I feel Finesse2tymes should have let the boy grow before introducing him into this life. There's this picture of him and Drake together in the club. Drake has a lil kid, and I'm sure Drake won't take his child anywhere near the club or the places Finesse2tymes takes this kid.
Check him out, Joe.
So him pulling out may be the best decision of his life, morally. But as a kid who wants the celebrity life, it may not be. But one thing is everyone on the internet supports FNG Lil King, and we hope the supports trickle down to the music he released, as we know how easy it is for people to be blacklisted. FNG Lil King sending strong words to Finesse2tymes for threatening him, had fans talking and they left comments saying, "Age does not determine how you're built. There is no reason he should be telling this man's business knowing that he's on federal probation. Regardless of if he's capping about what he did things nobody else was willing to do for him. This is disloyalty at its finest. Sigh. There is literally no protection for children of color. Jesus Christ. This kid has literally zero people in his life to keep him from doing this. Why is this kid online talking to adults with no shirt on like this? Guns, drugs, and God only know what else is around this boy. He is 11 and y'all are grown-ass people debating on what an 11-year-old with unfit parents is saying he's mentally going to be 63 at 25. Mentally, it's not a good thing for a kid not to experience a good childhood, but to skip past that and become a ratchet teenager. So, do you think FNG Lil King really ran away because he was tired of looking like a bad kid that he was being portrayed as? Or do you think there's more to this story than what is being reported?